All right, let's go. So day number 48, as you can see, yesterday we had day number 47 of running paid ads. And actually in this video, I want to talk about why paid ads will always work. And it comes back to just thinking what paid ads actually are. You pay a platform like Meta, Google, per impressions, per click, many other things that you could pay based on. And the main thing is that your goal is to get attention or clicks, right? It depends. That's why, for example, on Google, you actually want to get clicks. It's a platform more so optimized for actually getting clicks, while on Meta, in most cases, you are charged per impressions, per 1,000 impressions. That's why CPMs are so popular in terms of what's the cost. And I'll show you in a second here what the CPMs look like on a day-by-day basis, because on my end, what I'm trying to do is actually target business owners, and they are actually a more expensive audience to target. And I'm not sure if you're seeing, but my eye is slightly allergic right now, so I will be probably looking down from time to time, and even on my voice you can hear that it's a little bit down. It's actually winter right now, so not the best of times. That's why this is definitely not the best version that you'll hear from me. But yeah, as you can see, we have around -8 degrees, -4, depending on the actual time of the day. But yeah, as I was saying yesterday, environment is definitely a thing, because if you're not comfortable with the temperature in your home, outside, then you will just not be the best version of yourself. And as you can see, even my eyes right now are not in the best shape. But coming back to ads, so the main thing with them is that they will always work because you get attention, clicks, visibility, and that is how you sell something, right? If we think about either the funnel or the process that someone has to go through in order to buy, first they need to be aware that you exist. Then they actually need to take into consideration your product, your item, and then they will decide to try out what you have to offer, to buy it, depending on how your service is, right? Because there are so many things out there, and you can actually think of it when it comes to offer. How are you actually offering someone your offer? Is it a service done for you? Is it a done with you? Is it a free trial, just like with Netflix or other subscription platforms? Or is it a low ticket type of thing where you pay maybe $1 and then you make more money later down the line, right? It's a tripwire. That's the word for when you sell something, not necessarily at a loss, but at a lower cost, and then try to upsell someone later. So selling something for $1 and then selling for $100, maybe then for 1K, and so on, right? It's that ascension ladder, which I think is pretty popular in books such as you can see there, I do have .com Secrets. I haven't read it actually, but I do know the concepts because I've listened to the author so much, right? So sometimes you can actually read the book or listen to enough podcasts of the guest, or actually the writer in this case, and you will get the meat of it. But at the same time, you want to have the book because that's actually the manual that you want to revisit. While with podcasts, it's also a conversation, so you won't always get the best structure. So let's keep this video slightly shorter, just because, as you can see, my eye right now probably needs some kind of eye drops. So not your typical video right now, because I'm just at 40% energy. But I will be showing you what happened yesterday, so on Sunday, and what happened today when it comes specifically to CPMs. And this is where you'll see a huge discrepancy between yesterday and today. And that's why it's important to look at things on a longer time frame, because even with ads, right, they will have better times, such as when organic was easier on Facebook, you didn't really need ads, while now, especially on Facebook, the organic reach is almost dead, and the only thing that you can actually see there is people posting those type of videos where you just keep on watching. And I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's just like a video where something is happening and you have to wait until the end to actually see the climax, the end. And usually it's like a full teaser, because let me give you an example. Let's say that I'm waiting for a message from someone, right? And I will be waiting for that message for maybe like 5 minutes, and in the meantime I will get 10 notifications, but not the one that I am actually waiting for. So you will stare at the screen waiting, just like I would do, waiting for that exact notification, right? So that's one style that I see popular right now, so the teaser type of video. But personally, I don't actually hang on Facebook as much, exactly because of that. The content is pretty trash. It's made just to keep your attention there, and I think that's how they monetize right now. But with ads, the beauty is that it will always work, since it's just attention. So as long as people will need attention, and this has happened since the world exists, right? Because, for example, even if you were hunting, right, to actually get your food, well, you needed attention or lack of attention. Let's say if you're thinking of that animal actually not seeing you, right? So it will always be about having or not having attention. Having attention also comes with more opportunities, but also more stress sometimes. And lack of attention may come with more peace, or let's say with the downside would actually be less deals. So there's always a balance between positives and negatives, and that's where you actually have to put things into perspective and try to understand what's best for you. So with all of that being said, let's look at the ad account, and let me show you yesterday if there were any leads. Spoiler alert, there weren't, but we did have quite a few clicks, which is interesting because the discrepancy between yesterday and today is pretty high, I would say, and you'll see that in a second here. So let's switch the camera. All right, so now that we're back here, let me show you what has happened in the last few days here, because we do have the sheet updated as well. So if we zoom in here, you will see, let me see if the camera is right here. Yeah, you can see everything. So as you can see, in the past few days, the spend has been lower just because I try to optimize for sending to the website directly. And interestingly enough, if you look here, the clicks have been higher, the CPMs have been lower, so IGDM combos did seem to actually increase that CPM. So right now it's lower, however, no leads. Last lead was, I think, yeah, probably around here on the 9th, and they scheduled a call for like the 15th, but I sent an email since they weren't as qualified, so not necessary to jump on a call. And if we look at today, one interesting thing, so first let me actually show you yesterday. If you look at yesterday, let me zoom in here just so you can see the CPMs. So the CPM yesterday was around $11, so we got 8 clicks, right? But if we look at today, it's $88 CPM, so way higher, and just 1 click, even though the click-through rate is decent here, right? So let me just show you real quick that if we look at view charts, let's look at view charts here. So amount spent yesterday, it was between these ages, 25, 55. And let's look at today because I'm curious if it's a high discrepancy. So it's actually not. So the main reason might actually be that it's possibly more competition right now in the market for these type of ads. And at the same time, as you can see, it is actually skewed towards 25-44. So it might be because it's targeting people who are more qualified. So that's yesterday and this is today. As you can see, $88 CPM. So not a lot of views today, just 83 impressions. But don't forget one thing, if they are high, I would say quality impressions, then they could be worth it. But with that being said, that's pretty much it in terms of what has happened and the insights recently from the ad account. So with that, let's switch the camera back. So now that we're back for the last minute here, as you can see, things fluctuate, ads fluctuate a lot, but at the same time, they will always work because they always give you that attention. As you've seen here as well, it brought 83 views today, and even though 83 might not seem like a high number, think of it like this. Would you rather have 1 million unqualified people seeing your content, your ads, or 100 people who might be qualified? Because think of it like this. When you're selling higher ticket, you don't really need too many. So you would rather have 5 clients from 100 views than 0 clients from 1 million views. And I think many creators have actually gone through this, where they've actually seen that views can be actually attained on an organic channel, let's say a YouTube channel, by having clickbaity titles, a lot of editing and so on. But the question is, are they actually qualified to buy a higher ticket item, or they are not? Because if they are not, then it's just like you being a dancing monkey, you know, creating content, but not for the right people. So it's just like entertaining. And I mean, that could also work because maybe you like to actually entertain. So of course, that could be one reason. But in most cases, we also want results, right? Because if we think about it, money is just transfer of energy. So if you receive that energy, then you can also give it to other causes that you believe in, right? Such as you make money with your business and then invest in other businesses that you want to see thrive, right? So that's one way for us to actually change the world, by actually paying for things that we believe in. And with that, we'll end, because I definitely need to put some kind of eye drops in my eyes right now. And hopefully feeling much better in the next few days, especially before flying to Dubai. So with that being said, that's everything for today. Hope you took something away from it, from the fact that ads will always work, or the fact that, as you've seen, they can also fluctuate. So they are not always stable, which is why there's always an opportunity here. So that's pretty much it for today, and until tomorrow, peace out.